Hi, I'm Claire Kerslake from clairekerslake.com. I'm really excited to be reviewing a fabulous book for you today, which is Fast Exercise by Dr. Mosley and Peta. Michael's a medical journalist and a well-known television presenter. Peta's also an award-winning journalist, and she's got degrees in sports science and nutrition. It's a fabulous collaboration actually, because Michael hates to exercise and Peta loves to exercise, so it's great to see their viewpoints throughout the book. It's a book based on the best available evidence, and they've got a really big list of studies in the back of the book that you can look at the sources of those evidence yourself. When we talk about exercise, we know the many benefits, and I've talked about them before. But in fact, many people aren't exercising regularly. There's a really big review of about 22 studies that covered over nearly 1 million people. And what that review found was that if you take someone who doesn't exercise at all and they start exercising about 2.5 hours a week, which is around 30 minutes a day, they reduce their risk of dying by about 19%. So it's absolutely huge. But we know there's lots of barriers to exercise, and only around 20% of people exercise regularly. Now, two of those barriers are time, not having enough time, and just hating to exercise. And fast exercise will blow them right out of the water. So fast exercise is all about high intensity exercise. I don't know about you, but when I hear the words high intensity exercise, I think, oh God, not only do you want me to exercise for 30 or 60 minutes, but it's got to be hard, I've got to sweat, and I just want to head straight back to the couch myself. But in fact, what the book's about, I'll just read the cover of the book. So, the simple secret of high intensity training. Get fitter, stronger and better tone in just a few minutes a day. And it really is that. A typical exercise session would be 3 bursts of 20 seconds going as hard as you can, and Michael usually uses an exercise bike for that. And of course the session's a bit longer. You've got to warm up, a cool down, and you let your heart rate come down between those bursts, but very quick and very short. And you'd be wondering what on earth good would that do? But in fact the evidence shows that high intensity training is consistently a very time efficient way of toning up, losing fat, of getting aerobically fit, but also improving your insulin sensitivity. So you're reducing your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. So for anyone who's overweight, and we know that's about 60% of the population, that's huge, just for such a short time to be so effective in that respect. One of the big fears about high intensity training is that someone will be worried it'll give them a heart attack or a stroke, and that's legitimate fears. But in fact the research shows the opposite, that high intensity training will actually reduce your risk of a heart attack. But of course, as with anything, if it's appropriate for you, you get a full checkup from your doctor. Fast exercise is so practical. Michael and Peta show how they incorporate it into their lives, but also give suggestions on what you can do in your life. And look, I'll put up my hand. I can relate with Michael. I don't love to exercise. I've found a way to incorporate it into my life, but if the wheels fall off the wagon, my exercise session is the first to go. But with this fast exercise and short bursts of high intensity training, it's a way that even the busiest person can incorporate exercise into their life. So I'm just incredibly excited, because fast exercise really is a solution to two of those biggest barriers, which is not having enough time and not liking to exercise just because it's so short. And Michael says he normally doesn't change, he just does his fast exercise in his work clothes. So it's just an amazing, fascinating read. So I love this book, Fast Exercise by Dr. Mosley and Peta. There's some links below, grab out and get it, it will change your life. But also, and they're not affiliate links, I just love the book. Also, if you've got a friendly neighbourhood bookstore, head over there as well. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love for you to like it on YouTube, and also subscribe to the channel. Coming out, great stuff coming, and I'd hate for you to miss out on any of it.